Hey y'all, so I just wanted to let you guys know I hope y'all having a happy new year, starting your new year's right in the right direction, and just, you know, turn up, get lit, enjoy life to the fullest, and also embrace the blessings, and also be grateful as well of all the things that God has planned for you and all the things that God has provided you with. Also, you know, this video is more so touching based on lessons that I learned in 2022 that I'm applying in 2023, and how I'm moving accordingly based off of these lessons that you know, I learned in 2022. It's kind of like a recap to it. Y'all, let me tell y'all about this spaghetti and meatball that I made. This pasta is hit. So it's a veggie pasta, like the pasta is made out of veggies, and it is so good. It has more flavors than the traditional pasta mix, you know what I'm saying? So I highly recommend to give it a try. Wait, let me see, hold on. I got my notes, y'all, so bear with me. That's why I'm looking up and down. But be mindful who you surround yourself with. That's regarding dating, friends, associate, networking people, you know, all of the above. Who you surround yourself with, and also your environment. Where do you put yourself in? So with that being said, I have dealt with cutting people off due to them not benefiting me, but instead coming against me. If you coming against me, then we have a problem, buddy. We have a problem. So I had to cut people off due to that. I'm not saying like, oh, I went ghost, because obviously I am big on communicating, so I like to just be upfront. And obviously there are situations where you can't really communicate on, you just kind of had to let it go. Then obviously I'm gonna let it go, you know, I'm not gonna force it. So, but if there's an open window for me to communicate my thoughts and my opinions based off a subject, then I'm going to do it, okay? But yeah, I basically had to cut people off due to them coming against me instead of uplifting me. Just being mindful of who you associate yourself with. And not everyone, you have to realize not everyone is gonna have the same drive or dream as you. It's okay. They don't have to be like, yeah, well, I wanna paint too, you know. It's okay, everybody has their own, you know, gifts and talents. As long as they're not being negative towards you off the bat, as long as they not, you know, being disloyal to you, not caring about you, not loving you, not looking out for your best interest, then with all being said, dead the issue. Dead the issue. But yeah, just make sure you pay attention to your surroundings. Make sure that you pay attention to who you associate yourself with. Definitely, I would say, advice, go to God for discernment and wisdom on making those big decisions when it comes to associating yourself with different type of people. And then also your environment. Environment matters. Your workplace matter, your home matter, shoot, inside of your car matter, all of the above. So that can affect you and you won't even know it. The second lesson that I learned is to increase your income however you can. Whether it's getting a bonus, pay increase, or even a side hustle, an additional stream of income. That is important. That's something that I've learned, and it's like something I already knew, but I wasn't taking action on it. You know, I was just gone. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I kept telling myself I'm gonna do this, and just still was on some BS. So with that being said, I was playing with my own plans, and it kind of made me sad. I was like, oh no. 2023, we're going hard. We're going hard. We're pushing ourselves. I had too much fun, and that is great. In 2022, I enjoyed it, but 2023, it's time to grind. And I'm gonna enjoy it in the meantime. You know, I'm gonna have my little moments of enjoying it, relaxation, always giving gratitude, always being in the moment, just being at peace with yourself, just enjoying life at the same time. Don't just be lacking too much, you know. Don't get caught lacking too much, where it's just like God looking at you like, girl, this is the moment. You're supposed to be out here. You're supposed to have this planned out already. We're supposed to execute this. What is going on? That type of energy. Like, get it together. So that's something that I had, you know, going into 2023, I need to be more disciplined with myself. Going into 3, just spending quality time with family and friends is just valuable, and this is something I kind of speak on a lot. I always make sure that by any chance necessary that I somewhat make time for family. I definitely hang out with my family a lot, like my immediate family. I do hang around with them whenever I can, and also we do like outings. My biggest thing when it comes to my immediate family, I always like to go on a trip. And Texas is a really big state, and I do have like a big family, so obviously when it comes to like kids and stuff, they ain't cheap. So it's like, okay, we can go out of state, a road trip, or we can go like over to San Antonio, we can go over to Dallas, we can go over to Corpus Christi. That's something that I typically do with my intermediate family, my sisters and stuff like that. I be telling them like, hey, let's go to Austin, let's take a trip to Austin and stuff like that. So they know I'm big on that, and that's kind of what helps me during my busy schedule and stuff like that to fit family time together. But also I visit my mother and my sister often as well. But I personally feel like I need to do more, like reaching out. I have a bad habit of not reaching out. So even with friends, I do spend time with my friends, but not as much as y'all may think. Okay, we have moments, but also we have moments where we're not like talking for a while. So, and that's personally, I want to improve in that area. I want to be the one to reach out and not always feeling like someone has to reach out to me. So with that being said, I need to work on my communication skills, on reaching out to others and checking up on others and stuff like that. Even with, you know, some of my other family members as well. So that's something that I want to push forward on doing. And I kind of show y'all, I do have a habit tracker. I don't know if I showed it on my other video. I don't know, but I do have a habit tracker. So that's something that I want to be disciplined on as well, and just add reaching out to others as part of, you know, improving on that area. We're going into 4. Don't talk about it, be about it. Going into, you know, point 2 with the whole increasing your income in different ways, that also goes into number 4. Don't talk about it, be about it. And that's not only on the financial aspect, that's in every aspect of whether it's spiritually, mentally, physically, all of the above, financially, all of the above. Basically, don't talk about it, be about it. Take the initiative to push forward in your goals. Do not slow down. If you're gonna slow down, give yourself actual time limit to slow down, because you don't want to be like, okay, I'm gonna slow down, and then 2 weeks go in, 3 weeks go in, 4 weeks go in, 3 months go in, 4 months go in. When did your slow down was gonna cut off? You just basically wasted a lot of time, sweetheart. You just wasted a lot of time. So with that being said, follow through with your goals and your plans. Do not waste time, because right when God give you that vision, He wants you to take action. Whether it's you planning it out and He's giving you preparation, it's time to take action, whatever it is, because God is going to provide. God is going to show you, but you also have to put in the work and the effort too. Like, you just can't be sitting there and expecting things to fall in. Come on now. Come on. That's just laziness, and that is one of our biggest issues in our society, is pure laziness and procrastination. Let's be real here, okay? Because a lot of us would have came a long way if it wasn't for them 2 bad boys. So with that being said, it's like, I'm over the laziness, I'm over the procrastination, and then I'm more on that discipline. Like, get it together, female, get it together. But yeah, that is something that, you know, going into 2023, I'm definitely on that type of energy. When I tell y'all, my planning is on another level this year, it is, and I'm ready for all that action. I'm ready. And then I want to go into number 5. Take time to heal and create your me time. Take time to heal and create me time. Okay, I feel like 2022, I was just all over the place. I was dealing with a lot of stuff, y'all, from a breakup to cutting people off to, you know, mental breakdowns to financial crisis, and I was going through everything, all of the above. And when I tell you, do not get caught up and wrapped up in what you see on social media, because everybody got their own personal issues. Alongside myself, I don't fake the funk. If somebody's gonna ask me how I've been, I'm gonna be like, not okay. And if you want to go into detail, oh, why it's not okay, then I'm gonna tell you why it's not okay. But other than that, it's just like, it was just hard. But just going through, you know, the importance of having self-care. And in 2022, I made sure I was taken care of. I made sure that I took care of myself. Even, you know, with everything that I had going on, I made sure I had some me time, okay? And I'm applying that into 2023 as well. You know, when you're dealing with, when I had to go through a breakup, it kind of affected me in many ways. Like, you know, you would think that this person would be the one, you know, ain't nobody else, this is it, you know, we locked in, and then it doesn't work out the way you know, y'all both expected it to be. You know, it kind of hit you. It's just like, why? You know, but I also embraced all the great things that were, you know, in my previous relationship. I embraced the good moments. I also learned a lot about myself and just how to have that vulnerable spot with someone and being able to showcase that. So I'm usually like tough, hard guarded, like I'm just guarded all the way, so it's kind of like hard to get me to a vulnerable spot. But I was able to express that in my previous relationship, which felt so good. It just felt so good in many ways. So that's something that I learned in my previous relationship, and also just being able to enjoy, you know, just the little things in a relationship, just the little things. So it's not like I'm looking at my breakup like, oh my goodness, it's horrible, you know, like it's more so like it had its moment, it had its great moments, and of course no relationship is perfect, but at the end of the day, you know, you take it for what it is and you move on, and that's okay, y'all. It's okay to move on, okay? And like I said, if something is meant to be, it's always gonna fall back into place. You know, if it's meant to be, it's gonna fall back into place. But if not, you know, some people are in your lives for seasons, and that's okay. So yeah. With that being said, create that me time for you. Always. No matter what, whether it's you taking yourself out on a $5 Tuesday movie night, whether it's you taking yourself on one of those little Groupon specials of massages and stuff like that. Cause your girl, I like budget stuff. So if I know I can find something at a decent price, I'm going to take advantage of it, okay? So with that being said, whether it don't have to be huge like going on a trip or planning a trip. Like, it doesn't have to be that huge. It can always be something small, even a mini trip, a road trip down to a small town that's in your city and stuff like that. Rent you out a hotel or Airbnb, whatever the case may be, on how you want to go about it. Treat yourself. It can be going on a hike. It can be painted in a park. Create that me time. Be in that moment to just be with you. And to number 6, devote your time with God. Basically, devote time for God. All right, going into number 6, devote time to God. God has definitely come through for me in so many ways, in miraculous ways. So with all that being said, my spiritual journey with Christ definitely is a journey, and I have so much growth in that aspect in so many ways that I'm actually happy about. Obviously, I'm still tweaking. Like I said, it's a journey, but overall, I like who I'm becoming. With that being said, devote time with God. That is the lesson that I learned. in 2022, and going into 2023 is even much stronger. And that's always with my, having my faith in Christ, basically, and knowing that I can trust and rely on God, and knowing that I need to create that silent moment, that silent time with Him, and also having private moments of worship, increasing my private moments of worship, and following certain fastings that He wants me to follow, and knowing that I need to be strict on that. With that being said, just being present of what God has provided for me, and just giving the Most High to the blessings that He has given me, and letting it have its moment to shine, instead of like, okay, yeah, this is my blessing, cool, do, and just continue on my business. Like, no, soak in that blessing and worship Him and praise Him in the process. Okay, amen. But yeah, just embrace your blessings, embrace your life, embrace what is given to you. Just embrace God. Ooh. Y'all, let me not even go in, but just embrace God. I have been in different type of, I done fell off with Christ. I done fell off with my relationship with Him. I done believed in all different types of stuff. I done fell into the traps of the moderate version of certain things. Like, I done fell into certain traps, and believe me when I say it only sent me right back to home, and I'm grateful and blessed for it. So I have not been a believer for some time, and then next thing you know, I come from a family of Christ, so I grew up with Christ. But obviously, once you start growing as an adult, sometimes you get off path, and that's basically, I felt like I was going through that. One moment I was like so strong with Christ, next thing I'm like, who is He? I don't believe in this. What, the Bible? Is that even real? Like I was all for that. But it's like your relationship with Christ, your relationship with God, having a Holy Spirit presence is like top tier. And I would never again turn away from Christ, because God has provided, God has lead me. But y'all, I ain't trying to preach to y'all, so yeah, so that's number 6. And then we're gonna go into number 7. Enjoy the things that you love, things that make you happy, things that bring you joy. Do them. It's okay, do them. Treat yourself. Just do the things that you love, because it would uplift your spirit 10 times. And people always ask me how you always got this spirit and always uplifting, and I have my struggles. Strongest people still have their weaknesses, best to believe that. So with that being said, I have my moments where you need to check up on me. I have my moment when I'm in silence, when I'm just in dark phases. I have those. I know just that to trust in God to overcome it and to get out of that. So that's how really I stay uplifted, because at the end of the day, I know God has great things in store for me. I know that I can overcome this, because the enemy is going to attack me 10 times due to the ways that God has made for me, like the path that He made for me, and I'm following, and I'm trying to follow it. So it's like, just wake up and realize the fact that you need to enjoy your life. You need to enjoy the things you love that makes you feel good. And one of those things was obviously, what makes me feel good is traveling, dressing up, just being able to spend time with others and doing new things. That's what I love. I love a lot of stuff, but I would say those are a few top ones that I love. So with that being said, do more of that. Okay, if you can. If not, you can always improvise on the things that, on your list of things you love. With that being said, enjoy it. Life, you only have one life, so take advantage of it in any way that you can. And last but not least, Number 8 is manage my finances better. In 2022, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was just like very reckless with my finances. I was dealing with so many financial inconveniences on top of that, where it's just like, damn, what am I going to do? Like, dang, I was just in so many inconveniences. I was like, dang, what am I going to do, girl? What you doing? You're being reckless. Not only was I being reckless with my finances, but also, you know, I was dry. Like, I was dry of coins, like scraping for coins. And I wouldn't say scraping for coins, but you know, I'm that type of person that always was responsible with my finances. So like this last year, 2022, was like the year that I was just being reckless. And also I was on that just do it type of energy. Like, no matter what's going on, I just knew that God was gonna help me out along the way. If I was ever short somewhere, God was gonna come through. But also, I need to do better in 2023. I need to get back to being obedient and just being disciplined on my finances. Because even though I was going on trips, just didn't believe y'all, some trips I shouldn't have gone on. But I just knew that I needed it. So at the end of the day, God did provide. But God tell me, girl, don't keep doing this. Be careful on how, you know, you take care of your finances. It's important. But yeah, you know, don't be splurging, which I put on there. I was like, don't be splurging. Cut down on certain things. If it's not really what you need, cut it down. Cut it down. If it's something that you want or something that you need, you gotta level out the playing fields, okay? And then also, this quote that I wrote down is, making money is an action. Keeping money is a behavior. Growing money is knowledge. And that quote spoke to me. Not only that, I can say that managing your finances is what important compared to like what you're getting income wise, because you can get $1 million, but if your finance, if you splurging going crazy with $1 million, how can you double that? You should be thinking on how can you double that $1 million rather than just going AWOL crazy and stuff like that with $1 million. Next thing you know, you're dry. Just like how back in the day, NBA players or athletes, they would just buy all these crazy stuff, and then later on in their career, they left with scraps or not much because they done blew all their money, and they didn't make smart moves with their finances. So with that being said, I have to realign myself back to being obedient and disciplined with my finances, because your girl was not doing great in 2022 with my finances. So going into 2023, we're applying pressure. Obviously, one of my goals is to clear out my credit card debt, and one of my goals is to purchase my first property, and that's something that I'm like strong on doing. So with that being said, I want to cut down on things that are not really what I need, more so want, and the luxuries of certain things I need to cut down on to get to this specific goal of what I'm trying to achieve. But that, I have so many goals going into 2023, and I probably in my video you're gonna see that, but I'm not playing. It just seemed like my vision just gets bigger and bigger. When I say God got so much things in store for me, He do, and you too, okay? But that's really all the lessons that I'm applying into 2023 that I've learned in 2022, and a recap of year 2022. Just a lot of being all over the place, and just a lot of realigning, a lot of healing, a lot of awakenings, and just knowing who you are as a person. So I learned a lot about myself, and I'm grateful for it. That's it. That's all I really got for y'all. Enjoy the rest. I hope you guys have a great 2023. Stay in tune for more. I actually got a YouTube schedule online, so that's like big for me. I'm making a big step. So bye, guys.